I'm Brandon, and this is Phil from Zaid Comics, and we're the creators on the upcoming graphic novel Magic Cop, sent to launch on Indiegogo in August of 2019. And we just happen to be the two best-looking brothers in the entire comic book industry. And today we're doing another Magic Cop Monday update video for everybody to you guys could keep up with our progress on Magic Cop Drop Dead Legs as it goes along week by week. And so pretty much I've been doing 2 pages per week, which is going to keep along with the pace that we need to go in order to have the first chapter done by August for when we launch. That way you guys can take a look at that and check out how everything's going and see how nice it's going to look.
We want to have a good smorgasbord for you guys to check out when we launch our launch the Indiegogo, so you guys could see how the story's going through along the pages, get some cool action shots in there. And we're doing this new thing. Every Monday we're showing off a new panel of the comic to keep you guys interested. Last week we showed off the first panel of kind of like setting the scene of the whole book. Get a nice skyline shot of the city. And we got that page colored, so we sent out to everybody on our mailing list, got a piece of that panel that was colored. It's a nighttime shot, so everything's a little darker, dimmer. And this week I tweeted out on our social media another panel from that page, uncolored. So the whole scene is a new character, fresh face to Magic Cop is approaching the boat of Bone Daddy-O at nighttime, and as we see in this panel that we posted today, stepping up to the boat, knocking on the door, you get this nice sexy shot of this woman standing behind him. We don't know who the woman is yet, but we saw this in color too, and the color went pretty well.
Oh yeah, we did see it in color.
Yeah.
The first panel that we posted is a really nice view into what the comic book is, even though it's a single panel. If you guys haven't seen it, I suggest go watching the other video from last week.
We could post it up here too.
Or okay, look. And then so you can see here there's this skyline, like he was saying, of Ambrosia, and in the skyline you'll be able to see that it has a mixture of architecture styles from throughout history, so that this style isn't strictly modern like what we have in our cities now. It's set in a different type of universe where the styles of more of like that European kind of medieval, and you have a lot of Renaissance stuff in there too, but you're also bringing in from other cultures, like Egypt and Asian cultures and stuff like that too. So it's kind of more inclusive of just historical architecture too. So that is going to set the tone for how the world is in Magic Cop.
That's something that I'm leaving up to Brandon to put into the panels, not something specifically I'm writing into my scripts, because he knows that we want to mix those two worlds together. So wherever he wants to throw things in like that in to have fun with, that's up to him. And
right, like if you guys read Karaoke Express, which is the 12-page preview issue, when they first roll up to the compound where they're going to do the drug bust, you can see the architecture of that building is very, very classic. It has a turret and kind of like, I don't remember what the top of like old castles, like the steps, I forgot what that's called, but it has that going on in there. And so I wanted to illustrate kind of that zone or that like neighborhood, which is called New Camelot.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's that type of architecture. So it is really cool that Phil showed that first panel from Drop Dead Legs, so that everybody can kind of grasp what the universe is going to look like.
And that's something you've been excited about, I think, even in, like we were talking about Karaoke Express, with the SWAT team or the Knights.
Right.
When they come into the raid, you fused their armor with like the Knights From
Yeah,
old
yeah,
medieval times and stuff like that, with more modern, ballistic armor, and even one has like a ballistic shield, which I thought was really cool.
yeah. Which it looks like a shield. So go check out the comic,
Yeah.
the 12-page Karaoke Express. It's really cool. You get to see um, firsthand how the universe is going to look and how the characters are and the people and stuff and how they're going to play out in the whole universe. This panel specifically here that Phil was talking about with one character who's walking onto, I believe they're already in the ship. They're walking down a hallway, and then yeah, it's the one male character and then the female character behind him. Uh, so I wanted to go with a very retro 80s look, even though there is those other cultural styles in here from whatever time period they would be most popularized. So if you have a character that's, into like Renaissance stuff, it would be very puffy, and
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of that styles. Or the character here has a style to him, but he also is very 1980s too. Phil
Mm-hmm.
had stressed trying to make that character think that he looks cool, but he doesn't look
Right.
cool. And so he's wearing parachute pants. If you don't know what those are, look up MC Hammer. Not cool. So he's got these really stupid tiny glasses and stuff. You don't see that in this panel, but the clothes that the woman's wearing, super short skirt, very tight, kind of like that, like I don't know what it would be like, pleatherish. It kind
Yeah.
of wrinkles up all over the place on all the creases, and really love the way that this panel turned.
So if you guys like what you're seeing, leave us a comment down below. And if you guys haven't joined our mailing list, head on over to zaidcomics.com. You could read that whole 12-page pilot issue for free. And
And then you get the colored versions of these too.
yeah,
I think you're only putting out the black and white ones.
yeah, on social media.
Right,
So
on
yeah,
social media.
you'll see the colored versions of some covers and these panels that we're sending out through our emailing list with some extra updates and exclusive content. So thanks for watching this week's update, and we will see you next time.